Hello and welcome. Look at this pen. We are going to enjoy it. African Poetry, a government driver on his retirement by Chief Ike Onu. So for WASSCE students, I know by next year, the year 2025, this poem will end as a recommended poem. Yeah? So let's just break this down to pieces, line by line analysis. Before we go into this, please, I want to tell you that about something that we call background. So after this, you will be able to try to look at the background, the setting, the subject matter, the themes, and the poetic devices. Yeah? So you have to look at all these. If you have time, I will be able to touch them, and as well as some other African and non-African poems. So pay attention till the end, or you are going to be happy at the end of this information. When you are answering any question that has to do with less in literary English, please, most of the time you use simple present tense. Please, simple present tense. So you can say a government driver is a poem that talks about a man that serves his fatherland for many years. So use words simple present tense in form. Please don't take note of that. That is why many students, after answering questions in literature and English, don't do well. So for more, please visit Mr. Primus Arts and Commercial. I'm going to give you the link at the end of this video so that you visit the channel and see more poems that will help you very well. Thank you very much. So let's look at this poem. Let's look at this holistically. This is a very nice poem. This is not the end. At the end of when we analyze it to this point, I will claim this place and write the last part of it. So let's just calm down and enjoy. Literature is enjoyment. So let's enjoy this place. Many years on Wales. So as we are doing this, we are going to be bringing out the poetic devices, that is the figures of speech there. So we are going to be bringing them out. We will bring each of them out so that at the same time we know that we are not coming back to it. Many years on Wales. This Wales is a figure of speech, senator key, part for whole, you can say 6 hands, like we are going to see in the journey of the Magi. 6 hands dicing for pieces of silver. So it's senator key. 6 hands or 2 heads. 2 good heads are better than 1. 2 heads which represents 2 persons. So some things like this, we call them senator key, part for whole. So wheels means a cow, 4 wheels. So many years on wheels. This means that he has been a driver in faithful service to his fatherland. Today retires he home. Retires he home is what we call inversion. So I'm saying today he retires home. Says today retires he home. He's talking about this poem is very simple. The diction, it makes use of very simple words. You can even when you read this through, you can understand it. Okay, what I'm going to do now is just to read it through, analyze it, and we'll start bringing the poetic devices instead of cutting on with that, because I want us to enjoy it before we now come to the poetic devices. Alright, so, and a celebration he holds. Many years has he pummeled his bosom throat. Now this government driver has served his fatherland. A rise of compatriots, like he's a Nigerian, so he used of this language, fatherland, to serve our fatherland. So now we continue. Many years has he pummeled his bosom throat. This man never drinks while he goes to work or while he is on duty. Mind you the way I'm using the words. So if you are asked to write anything on subject matter, structure, setting, theme, use it as I'm using it now. Just watch the way I'm using my words. So this man never drinks as he goes to work. He avoids any kind of alcoholic drink as a rule. So many years has he pummeled his bosom throat in obedience to duty rules and regulations. The rule says you don't drink and drive. Did you get that? So this man keeps the rules. If he refuses to drink, keeps working according to the rules. Today he will go home a free man. So he's retiring today. So he wants a joy in him. So the finally come. Eligible for his country service. Look at this statement. Services. Eligible for his country services. He retires today. His country will now start serving him. He has served for many years. Now the country will start serving him, paying him allowances, other gratuities. What are they? Just mention them. Pension. So his country will now give him a lot of things and start taking care of him. That is it. So he's eligible for his country services, having served. Look at it. Service to fatherland. Now his country has to listen. If you're able to understand this poem very well, if you're asked any question, you can answer it. What matters in this is to understand the words, everything about this. Whatever they ask you to say about this, you can use what I'm saying now. You see, I decided to make it a story so that whenever you ask, if you ask any question, discuss the use of the diction, discuss the use of metaphor, discuss service as a theme of the poem. You start saying what this man has done in this poem. So pay good attention. If you're able to understand it very well, you don't even need anybody to tell you anything about this. You write it straight and right away. So what matters is to understand it. Let's go. Let's continue. So country service means that now his country will serve him, having served his country. No, come friends, rejoice with me. So he's happy. He invites his friends. Come and rejoice with me. We need to celebrate this. Normally, all these people, when they are retired, they will call their friends, they will go party, sing and dance. So it is time for him to sing and dance. Now the man says, I shall booze and zoom myself home. Boozing this time is onomatopoeia. Okay, I don't want to be, I'm tempted to be bringing all these figures of speech, so let me calm down. I shall booze and zoom myself home. So he's saying, away from duty rules, no more. This one they will say, don't drink and drive. Today I will drink as I like. I will drink and drive as nobody will tell me don't drink. By the way, I'm no longer under your control. You see that kind of statement. So he says, come, celebrate my freedom. He used poetic device here. So I'm saying, come and celebrate my freedom. He says, come, celebrate my freedom. Early to duty tomorrow goes not. This man does not need to wake up early again. To wake up, get prepared and go to office to drive his master. No. So if he likes, he will sleep till whatever time that he desires. Nobody know. The alarm will not for him to wake up. No. He's very happy. There's nothing as good as freedom. Seriously. So now it goes like this again. 35 years of faithful services. 35. There's a repetition of these words. Faithful service. You are going to faithful service. Repetition. So if you asked about comment on use of repetition in the poem, so he uses words like faithful services. If you comment the use of faithful service, a repetition of the words, a faithful service or something like this, you make use of it to show that he keeps. Let me use it like this. He keeps all the rules. Now look at it. It goes again. I will booze for 35 years. He remains faithful to all the rules and regulations. So I will booze to sleep away my sufferings. He will drink enough and now sleep enough. Today I have long waited for. Now look at it. More joy to send him home. More joy to send him home. A brand new car in his name. The government gives him a brand new car to have more. His joy now increased. As his joy increased, now look at an appreciative symbol. He maintained everything. He rendered 35 years of faithful services. Now it was an appreciation for undented 30 years of service to fatherland. See it now. It's a repetition, a lot of repetition to show that it's one that is serving the government, not an individual. So use of fatherland here specifies that it's serving the government, not an individual. Mind you that. He says, come friends. Now because he has been given a new car and he now decides to invite his friends more. Come friends and enjoy more. Why me? I have a brand new car. Come friends and enjoy more. Joy till no more joy to joy. I use this language most of the time. And thanks to this man, Chili Con, I use this most joy till no more joy to joy. I like this statement. Today frees and makes me a king. You know a king? A king is someone that is served. Look at it. Country service. So his country will now be serving him. He now lives like a king. He sleeps and wakes up as he likes. Anytime, drinks and boozes as he likes. My patience rewarded. So now look at it. We are going to pause it here and look at the poetic devices within this place so that we can clean here and finish the poem. There's no space. So I have to bring out the poetic devices here. Now we stopped here in version. I hope I'm not too fast. Okay, let me reduce the speed. I'm enjoying myself. Alright, so it says, and a celebration he hosts. This is another inversion. It says, and he hosts a celebration. So instead of saying, and he hosts a celebration, there's inversion here. And he hosts it. So if you see something like this, it's an inversion. So many years has he pummeled his boosy throat. Boosy throat is a kind of gustation imagery. You know, gustation imagery is something that has to do with something that is just like boosy throat. There is need for enjoyment. He decides to, like, you know, you picture a kind of enjoyment. So it's an imagery. Now, in obedience to duty, rules, and regulations, I may not be able to bring up, but I will bring as much as I can remember. Today you will go home a free man. Come, friends, and rejoice with me. You may remember, and shall booze and zoom. This is onomatopoeia. Booze and zoom. Use of sounds. I shall booze and zoom myself home. Come, celebrate my freedom. Early to duty tomorrow, boast not. 35 years of faithful service. I will boost to sleep away my sufferings. Today I've long waited for. More joy to send him home a brand new car for undented 30 years. Undented 30 years. This is what we call synesthesia. Synesthesia. When you say synesthesia, when you say something like this, it means use of, like, let me give you an example. Sweet music, right? Yes. Sweet music. You know, music cannot be sweet. So this is for taste, this is for sound. Or you say yellow blood, the green clouds, something like this. Green what? Clouds. Cloud cannot be green. Green is like, green cloud is a kind of expression that shows forest. Forest. Did you get that? So green cloud, all these things, sweet music, green cloud there, you call it synesthesia. Or yellow blood. Blood cannot be yellow. Blood is red, so something like that. So undented 30 years of service to fatherland. Says conference, till no more joy to joy. I see this as an exaggeration, hyperbole. An exaggeration, no more joy to joy. And there is joy till no more joy to joy. There is what? Alliteration, J alliterates, and all assonance, repetition of consonants. I hope I'm not too fast, please. Today, frees and makes me a king. Look at this, it's another figure of speech. Today, what figure of speech is this? Today is as a human being, frees and makes me. So this is personification. It is personified here. My patience rewarded. So his patience for carrying out this what? Undented 30 years of service to fatherland has been rewarded. Now look, this is another stanza. This is a new stanza now. So let me take it lightly now, because this celebration now, things have changed now. And so he boozed and boozed. This man drinks and drinks and drinks, celebrating the celebration of his retirement. Celebrating the celebration of his retirement. Repetition in this form is so well to emphasize so much about this celebration. From faithful service to fatherland, he battled with his bottle booze. A lot of, okay, when I finish this, they will bring out the figures of speech just like we did before now, right? On his way home on wheels. This wheels now represents his what? Brand new car. His brand new car. On his way home on his brand new car. Boozed his vision and clear judgment. Having taken a lot. This man can't see well. So he boomed his brand new car, boom, and he sent him home to rest in peace. Can you see? That's the end. All the enjoyments. Come, friends, come, let us celebrate. Come and rejoice with me. Come and do this and do that. Look at the end. Look at it now. It's a tragedy. It's a tragedy. It ends in tragedy. Alright, so please. It's not spoiled my mood now. It is well. So be very careful, right? So now let's look at the figures of speech here. And so he boozed and boozed. There's a repetition. U is what? Assonance. This assonates, right? Repetition of what? Vowel sounds. Vowel sound. Okay, look at this one. Faithful service, bottle booze. B is alliteration. alliteration, repetition of consonants, alliteration. From as well here, from faithful service, from F alliterates here as well. So now what else? On his way home on ways as well. Senator Key, boost his vision. Boost his vision. This is personified because it's an inanimate thing. So it's not a living thing. Personification is personified. Boost his vision. So he cannot see well. And he booked his brand new car and he sent him home to rest in peace. The whole of this, the last two lines, here we have what we call what? Euphemism. So use of mild words. So mild words are used here to like sort of saying, and he sent him home. Instead of saying, and it killed him, and he dies. Instead of saying, and he dies, it says, and he sent him home. So just like home to rest in peace, so that you will not feel so bad. That is euphemism. The most popular euphemism you know is the old man has kicked the bucket. That is euphemism. Or he has gone to join his ancestors. You understand? But I still have this one. The young girl has been put in a family way. She has been put in a family way, which means reasons. Alright. So now I would like us to look at now if you are asked, listen and listen good. I want to give you something, a key. Before I will now direct you. If you are asked to comment on the background of this poem, or the setting, or subject matter, or themes, you know, they may ask you, discuss faithful service as a theme of the poem. You can, I know very well. Any theme you are given to discuss, to discuss in this poem, you can, having listened to me now. But use simple present tense, because what matters in literature is, are you in poems? Are you able to understand what the poem is talking about? If yes, you can write anything. That same knowledge, you apply it. Now, on the background, this is the poem talks about the experience of workers, government workers, during the time of the colonial masters. When they came in, when they arrived in Nigeria, when they came into the African, let me use Africa. On their arrival in Africa, many farmers decide to leave their works and other works they are doing. Mind my tenses, are doing, simple present. So that that's how you write it. For the white collar jobs, offer the colonial masters offer. Now, in that regard, the workers maintain all rules and what? Regulations. See it. All rules and regulations. The drink and drive culture is one of the things that they decide not to indulge in. Having been trained by the colonial masters to desist from any such thing. In fact, it's not something I will keep saying in this form. So when you talk about the background is what prompts. Background means what makes the writer to write. So what is that thing that makes the writer to write? It's just a general experience of workers that serve under the colonial masters. The attitude to work, maintaining all rules and regulations. That whenever it's time for their retirement, they get excited. So excited that most of them would even end up in sustaining different kinds of injury or having different kinds of bad ends. You know. So please, that's what you talk about when you are now setting. You see the same thing. During the colonial masters. You say something like that. They are still related. The subject matter is about a man that maintains the rules and regulation in service to fatherland. He serves the government, maintaining everything he's asked to do, even that he has to put men in his bosom truth. Now, when you're answering some questions in literature, please, you have to make reference to some lines. The poet says that this man offered 35 years of faithful service and or undented 30 years of service to fatherland. As a result of that, he is rewarded. So I'm trying to be very careful. While writing, I'll be more careful with my tenses. But now I'm trying to just explain, combining the tenses. So while writing, you be very careful with your tenses. More joy to send him home. He's rewarded a brand new car. So you say a lot of things. Just put it together in this form. We don't have much time because I still want to attend to other poems. We just have few hours to your exam, so we have a lot of other things to look at. So now the theme of service, faithful service to fatherland, drink and drive culture. These are the two themes and other ones you may be able to bring. I've been able to give you the poetic devices. Now what we have to do is I want to give you another pen. Okay, let me clean the board now. Hold it on like this. Let me clean the board gently now. So please pay attention. What I'm going to do is this. In another channel, I'm going to give you the reference. So what we are going to do is this. The Mr. Primus Arts and Commercial this thing. We are going to look at these poems. In few hours, we are going to have it as well. So we are going to look at these ones. I want to select some African poems and some non-African that we are going to treat. Now, some African right here, we have African and non-African poems. This is number 1, Bats. Okay, we start from here. African, Black Woman, The Leader and the Led, The Green Lands of Africa, The Song of the Woman of My Land, Road of Treasure Trove, and A Government Driver on His Retirement. This one has been done. All these ones, very sweet poems. All these ones. Road of the Treasure Trove, rage. We are going to enjoy this poem. Now this one, Bats. Bats. A comparing of two animals, bat and swallow. Bats, a symbol of, we are going to look at that. Point a picture set in Rome and other ones. Journey of the Magi, 3 wise men and the rest of them. The good moral. Disney case bed, freedom, liberty. Disney poplars about the tree. Do not go join to do that good night like death. So what I want you to do now, these are now, look at how it will be. Here, they will just choose 2 out of these 6. That is where this thing lies. Choose will be 2. 2 will be given to you. Just a question from here, one of these and any of these. You answer any one. And any of these and any of these, you answer any one. Did you get that? So you have 1 here and 1 here. So it's now up to you to read well, to study well. But what I'm going to do in the comment section, I would like you to make comments. Which one do you want me to take? The first set of people that will do that, I will do it, and you are going to get it within the nearest 7 hours before your main exam. I'm just talking about those that will do exam on the 24th of May 2024. So this is especially for them, and other ones like other students can still learn from all these. So I'm looking at the ones that we are going to treat, because I don't know which one do we take now, which one do we not take. Because left for me, I would like to take all of them, but because the request came from one of the students, one of subscribers in Mr. Primus Sciences, that I should teach literature.